Hey there, Taurus. This is a video for those of you that had audio issues on the Taurus Weekly. So I don't even know actually what. I think we're doing the week of the 23rd, so next week. I have no clue what happened. It's weird. Some people had zero problems. Even me listening to it on my side, I had no problem hearing it, but a bunch of you did. So for those of you who couldn't hear the original Taurus video, maybe you need to hear something different. So let's see what comes up for you this week of the 23rd, and let's see what comes up for you. So I didn't go back and watch. I don't remember what came up in the Taurus video for the 23rd. I didn't go back and watch it because I wanted to kind of come in with a fresh mind, so I don't even know if you have the same cards or not, but you do have the Seven of Spades, needing to overcome fears. One thing I do remember from the original Taurus video was that something about being more open and kind of opening up more to other people and putting yourself out there more was definitely a message that came up. It comes up here again, so that is a message that I think is continuing on from that same reading. Next, you have King of Hearts. Could be love coming in for some of you at this time. Could be a new relationship, and it can also just represent, kind of new friendships and things like that coming in for you as well. It can also just represent helpful advice. That's kind of more the message I'm feeling for you, is that there is just a lot of advice here. I think that there's a lot of help for you and a lot of people who want to help you. You have two kings. Whenever you have two kings, this represents authorities. I've talked about this before. We have a lot of stuff going on with authority figures. I have the chart up over here, and to me, just looking at the chart, it's all about authority, and a lot of stuff going on about authority for until probably 2026. Many of you now say that 2026 is my favorite year. It's not really my favorite year, but I think that there are going to be a lot of good things that happen between now and then I think things really kick off after that. But definitely looking for authorities and learning from people in authority positions. I've been telling people all year as well. Great time to learn from books and, anybody who's smarter than you or who knows more than you on a certain subject that you want to learn about. It's a great time to learn. Next, you have the Two of Spades, changing your mind about things. We're probably, I've talked about this before as well, and it definitely comes up for you here this week. We're probably not going to be doing the same thing that we're doing now, like, a few years from now. That could be work-wise, relationship-wise, anything. We're probably going to be changing up a lot of things or how things work. Does this mean you'll be leaving relationships that are solid? No, absolutely not. But it does mean that maybe the relationship changes in some way. I would say for the better. Same thing with work. Does that mean you're necessarily going to leave your job that you really love? No, not necessarily. But it could mean a raise or a promotion, or it could mean that you kind of look at the job in a different way or have different feelings about it as well. Next, to continue that message, you have the Joker. Again, Joker says that it'll be a very busy week, but it also says that maybe you are changing at this time. I do feel like Taurus, Capricorn, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, all the water signs, most of the earth signs pretty much are, maybe except for Virgo, I think Virgo's working on some other stuff, but, I think those kind of 5 signs there are going to be going through a lot of changes. And again, we were kind of talking about this, looking at things in a different way, seeing things in a different light, and I think this card talks about that. Next, you have the Jack of Clubs. Again, needing to make sure not to beat yourself up over things. I think another message that came up in the weekly reading, if I remember correctly, was about guilt. Needing to let go of guilt from old situations because it just doesn't matter anymore, and I think that Taurus could be one of the signs that feels guilty about things that have happened in their life that probably other people have forgotten about. I think Taurus and Leo in particular probably carry a lot of guilt and, thoughts about guilt, or I think that both signs also have feelings of feeling like they're less than somebody else, or feeling like they're like not qualified to do things. That's this card here. And this card says definitely let that stuff go and just realize that you are more than qualified to do the things that you want to do in life. Next, you have the Two of Diamonds. Very good card for money. Matching up perfectly with something regarding money and having more money coming in can represent inheritances and things like that as well. And finally, you have the King of Clubs. Again, authority figures, dealing with authority figures. Again, whenever I see two kings, I always like to say, be careful of like police, no speeding, no doing anything crazy, because again, when you have this much like authority in your chart or in your cards here, it can represent, dealings with police and dealings with authority in that way as well. But as long as you, do everything right, then you will be fine. But this is also could represent a fire sign coming in for you as well. It's funny that I said Leo. To me, Taurus and Leo go very well together as far as relationships are concerned. So maybe some of you have a Leo coming in at this time as well. A great card for knowledge again as well. So you have a lot of stuff about knowledge coming up here as well. But it looks like a good week for you. So I like to see that. And thank you for watching.